guys, welcome back to our channel. We have missed you.
Yes, we have.
It has been a good minute since we've been able to upload a video, and in this video we're going to be kind of explaining where we've been and why we've been MIA so long. But if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for today's video. My name is Lindsay.
And I'm Jen.
We are the creators and founders of Two Moms Same Hood.
We make videos on mom life, homeschooling, fashion, home decor, mental health, and much more.
That's right. So if you are new, please do us a big favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you like today's video, it would mean the world to us if you would click that like button. And let us know if you have any ideas for future videos now that we are finally up and running again. It's been a month, guys.
It's been a month, and for us, you know, we were doing videos every week, sometimes more, and we're so glad to be sitting here back in front of the camera.
Today's video is exciting because we are collaborating with Vanessa White. We met Vanessa over on Instagram, and she also has an awesome YouTube channel. And if you need any type of healthy meal inspiration, she is definitely your girl. She makes amazing videos on dinner recipes, healthy eating, lifestyle, grocery hauls, and more. So we were so thrilled when she reached out to collaborate with us on self-care.
Yeah, we can all use help relating to this subject, especially as mamas, and especially in a pandemic and a time like we're going through right now. It's easy to lose sight and lose a sense of self-care. And what is it? What is self-care?
Yeah, so being that we are huge mental health advocates, and Vanessa is as well, which is why this video is so awesome, because we are joining and locking arms and really bringing awareness to you guys out there how important it is to take care of yourself now more than ever.
Absolutely, because let's face it, for most of us, our world has been flipped upside down. Whether you stay home or you work, there's just been a lot of different energy, negative energy going on in the world, and it can affect us big time, because not only are we having to adjust the posture of those feelings for ourselves, but we're having to take on the feelings of what our kiddos are going through.
Yeah, it's been heavy.
It's been pretty heavy. So
it's been heavy.
Yeah, we're hoping that this video will help you, you fellow mamas out there, and give you some tips. So let's go ahead and get into it and let them know where we've been.
Yeah, so maybe you've noticed, maybe you haven't, I don't know, and thank you to a couple of our sweet friends on Instagram who have reached out
to us
and said, where are you girls? You haven't uploaded a video in a month, and you're right, we haven't. So no, we didn't break up.
No, we're still together. We're still neighborhood besties.
Yeah, we're still neighborhood besties, but you guys, dun dun dun.
We got the COVID.
We had the Rona.
We had the Rona, you guys. It was, I don't even have the word for it. It was surprising, I guess. And surprising, I'm not sure why. Probably because we haven't gone anywhere.
We've been following the CDC guidelines to a T. And I will say, here in California, when we started entering phase 2 into phase 3, when things were starting to open up, I think as a community and society, we all kind of loosened our reins and started to relax a little bit and venture out a little bit more, and bam, we got hit.
We got hit. I actually, between both of us, I was the first one. It was a Friday. I was actually on our first family vacation in this whole year. You guys, we were at the beach, and I woke up one Friday morning and felt like death. I'll just go ahead and say it. And with that, I mean, I woke up with severe body aches and a headache to the point where I could barely move my eyelids. And then progressed to that evening, I got a fever, runny nose, dry cough, the whole works. I got hit really hard, really fast. I could tell you, as I told my husband, is I felt like I was pregnant with the twins. I was so exhausted, meaning just to get up to go to the kitchen or change the diaper of one of my twins, or just to get dressed. I was overworked, I was out of breath. Believe it or not, I just did not feel good, and it lingered for a little bit. But most of my heavy symptoms were in and out within a couple days. Lindsay followed with, I believe, 5 days later.
Yeah,
mind you, we hadn't seen each other.
No, so I got sick about 5 days after Jen, and my symptoms, it's interesting how this virus affects every person differently.
Very different. These are our symptoms. This is what we went through. We're not dismissing anyone else or how severe it can be for somebody. This is our own story and our truth. And we just are sharing it with you guys, just to basically keep you updated and to let you know what our symptoms were and how we handled it. So
yeah, I think prior to Jen and I becoming sick, I knew 0 people that had ever had coronavirus. So
yeah, same here.
I didn't know anyone. So I know there may be some of you guys out there watching who are really curious what the symptoms are and how we were able to kind of push through it as moms and business owners. So I got sick about 5 days after Jen. My symptoms were a bit different. It affects every person a little differently, I will say. And I never had a fever, but I did have the body aches and a headache. And then mine traveled into a weird stomach thing, and then from there it morphed into basically a horrible head cold. And I will say that I was sick a while. My symptoms lingered. It wasn't like Jen. It wasn't fast and hard. It was like, I kind of feel sick, but I feel okay enough to take care of my household and my kids, but that just drug out forever. So needless to say, neither one of us were well enough to sit down and make any type of videos for you guys. Our priority was taking care of ourselves, which is the reason for this video, and also our families.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're wondering, my husband did get it shortly after myself, and I'm pretty sure my kiddos got it. We didn't do testing on the kiddos, but they had a headache and body aches. One of my 5 had a fever for 1 day. Their symptoms lasted maybe 2 days, if that, and that's it.
Yeah,
went away.
The kids seem to be a little more resilient. Yes. My husband tested negative, showed 0 symptoms. My oldest daughter, no symptoms. My younger 2 daughters both had headaches, fever, body aches, and theirs lasted 2 days, and then they were completely fine. So it's definitely a bizarre virus. But with that said, we want to talk to you guys about ways that you can be taking care of yourself during this time, whether you're sick or whether it's just the pandemic. The world's really heavy right now.
Yeah, it is.
And now more than ever, you guys, you need to make sure that your cup is full and that you are fulfilling your own needs.
Yeah, you have to make sure you do that, because I'll tell you what, being sick and having my new routine abrupted, I could feel the effects mentally, meaning I wasn't able to take care of my house like I normally wanted to. I wasn't able to exercise like I normally do. I wasn't able to do the things that I normally do. So they were weighing on me. I guess you could say I felt defeated, and I felt, I guess, helpless, because I actually could not do these things because I was forced. My body was forcing me to rest, literally just lay.
We're talking, and we realized that self-care runs so much deeper than just getting your hair done and your nails done and the aesthetics of the way you look. So prior to this COVID-19, my idea of self-care would be to get my nails done, my hair done. Maybe I would have like a girls' night or whatever, but this pandemic, if anything, has taught me personally that self-care runs so much deeper than that.
It really does, you guys. So there's layers of self-care, and so I guess we'll call it the foundation. If you don't have a proper foundation of self-care, all those other things that we try to do to make ourselves feel better, really, we don't get the full effect. We're not benefiting the full effect of those things. And what I mean by that is, for example, your hygiene. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're not taking care of yourself, brushing your teeth, taking showers, you know, you're losing sight of that in a routine. You're not gonna feel good. There's the health, your health, taking your supplements and vitamins, making sure you're drinking enough water, making sure you're getting enough rest. And then also your relationship with your significant other, your relationship with your higher power. Like for me personally, if I am not reading the word or reading my daily devotionals, I can tell right away, you guys, and we've talked about this in past videos, but it all comes together and builds these layers of self-care. So that's the first layer.
Yeah, and just to add to that too is also your community. So if you do not have a strong community, whether that may be friends, family, any sort of people that help you keep it together during this time when Jenn and I were sick, you guys, we needed help. We all know when moms are sick,
yeah,
things go real south, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah, real quick.
So that is our absolute number one, like, base foundation is please make sure that you are meeting your basic needs, because all the other things that you try to layer on top of that will not be as effective if you don't have that strong foundation.
No, it won't. It's like a ripple effect. And so the second layer is we have the honoring your needs, which Lindsay kind of alluded to. So we have your community, honoring your needs, and honoring your needs can be you need to go to bed by 9:30 or 10 o'clock, no later. Because if you're not gonna honor those needs, then you're gonna feel the effects the next day. I can attest to that. It could be honoring your needs of eating healthy. If you're not eating healthy, you don't feel good, you guys. And then that just creates a whole nother conundrum of issues that will follow. And then we have what next?
Setting boundaries.
Yeah, ooh.
You guys, that's healthy. That's taking care of yourself. Flex that no muscle. It's really hard for moms and women in general. I think a lot of us are people pleasers. I know that I am. And you need to set those boundaries in place and make sure that if you are not comfortable with doing something, or if someone's asking something of you that you know you just can't deliver, set those boundaries. They're healthy. Boundaries are not a bad thing.
No, and don't feel bad about it. Okay, so next we have creating peace and organization.
Ooh, this is a big one, you guys. So I'm going to insert a couple of pictures of some areas in my house that I have been tackling lately. And here's the thing, you guys. The way this works for me is by nature, I like things clean and organized. If my house is messy and chaotic, I internalize that, and then I feel just flipped upside down. My anxiety gets really high. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I really don't like cleaning, and I'm kind of like Monica from Friends, where I just shove everything into the closet and just shut the door. So when you walk in my house, it really does look picked up. However, when you start opening drawers or closet doors, it's like avalanches of crap. So with all of that said, I decided while I couldn't leave the house, and when I started to kind of feel a little bit better, to tackle some of those hot spots in my house, because they were in the back of my mind eating on me. And every time I would open my closet to find something and crap would fall everywhere, it just made me grumpy.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're trying to find one thing, and then you go to open that drawer, and you're finding out that you have all these other things that you're not looking for, that are not important to you at that time. And so we're very similar as far as organization, and everything has its place. As a mom of 5 kids, I cannot not have my house organized. So you might come to my house, and because I have a lot of younger kids, there will be toys out and they're playing. However, everything has a spot and a place, so that way my kids can go find it themselves. But I will tell you, for me, the self-care that I've learned in this rest, I guess you'll say, is I had to let things go. Yes. So for me, it was actually releasing more control. And that control was, I guess, me being, if you want to say selfish, because I would rather control certain scenarios in my household, meaning not letting my kids, my 2 older boys, 9 and 6, make their bed all the way, or put some laundry away, which we've taught them how to fold their laundry and put in certain drawers. I want to go in there and make sure it's really looking like a KonMari drawer or a bed that's, you know, those things are important to me, but you guys, I had to find that, and I had to find the strength to actually let those things go. And I will say, the last couple of weeks I've been letting him do it. I did go in there and fix the bed maybe a couple times.
It's a healthy balance.
It's a healthy balance, okay? But I let them fold their laundry, put their laundry in their drawers, and that was huge to me. This might sound so silly to some of you, but for others, I hope you can relate. And I will say that my mental capacity was so much better, meaning I wasn't looking at all these things, the laundry baskets of, oh my gosh, there is a basket of laundry that has to be put away. I wasn't feeling as defeated, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And because I was so tired and just going through trying to heal my body, I was learning that some of these things that I was wasting time on are not as important, and I can focus that energy somewhere else. So I urge you mamas to try it.
Well, and it kind of goes,
start slow.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what we talked about earlier. So Jen's priority at that time was to focus on the base or foundation of self-care, which is rest.
Right.
And see, I started to feel better, and so I shifted and pivoted and realized, okay, I need to shift my energy on organization and having a little more sense of control. So if you can tell, this is fluid, you guys. Every day your self-care needs are going to look different.
Yeah,
also,
absolutely.
They're going to be different from person to person. So that's why we're sharing all of these tips, so that maybe you can kind of pick and choose to fit your needs of things that would help you.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have, moving up to the third layer, or fourth layer I should say, is we have your spiritual life, your meditation, if there's any journaling or any type of therapy.
For me, it's reading.
Reading.
I would say reading books fall into this category.
Absolutely. Whatever it is that is, I guess, more hands-on and therapeutic. So,
one thing I wanted to add in this is that this is the layer of self-care that really allows you to kind of have that creative release. And for some of you, it may be journaling, meditating. Jen and I are both big believers.
Prayer and all of that. So it's super important. I lost sight of journaling in that time of having COVID, and I missed it so much, but I decided to go ahead and pivot that part that I missed to something else. I did a lot more reading. I actually watched a couple shows, which I never do that. That was actually kind of fun.
That's self-care, you guys.
Yeah.
Is recognizing what your needs are and pivoting. Watching a TV show. It could be dusting off your sewing machine or your Cricut, or scrapbooking, or maybe finishing your kid's baby book who's now a teenager. I don't know. The point is you're doing something and that sparks that side of your brain.
Yeah, it's so true. And then the top layer is more of the aesthetics, you guys, which please don't take this as those things are not important.
They are.
They are very important, because when you get ready, we've talked about this before too, and we're really big on this, there's a connection, you guys, with your mental health when you take care of yourself. When you wash your hair, you do your hair, you don't have to put a full face of makeup on, but when you just add those things, it makes you feel better.
It boosts your self-confidence.
Absolutely,
definitely.
yeah, it does.
And being sick with COVID, I'm gonna be really candid and honest. You know, I wasn't putting on makeup every day, and I wasn't getting dressed because I was home sick. I couldn't leave the house. And over time, wouldn't you say, it just started wearing on me.
It did. I did not.
Big time.
Yeah, it does. And it's okay to do that sometimes. Sometimes it's okay just to chill. And
when you need it.
Yeah, when you need it. But also, when you get ready, you're more productive. And more productive can be in so many different areas. It doesn't mean you have to do work all day, but more productive and even self-care.
Yeah, so some of the examples of self-care for this and these, the way that we are viewing our self-care tips is actually kind of in the shape of a pyramid, and maybe we can even insert a graph that we are using, this graphic.
Yeah, we should do
So
that.
at the very top of the pyramid is things like we already mentioned, nails, hair, maybe massage. What else would you add to that?
You could add a spa. You could, add a spa day. You could add just
A new outfit.
Or anything you can do scrolling on your favorite website for fashion or whatever it is that that sparks your interest. Those things are important, you guys. So, especially as busy mamas, we don't get a lot of time with that.
No. So we hope that these tips that we've given you today will help you in any way and just show you that self-care is so much more than just your outward appearance or beauty products or anything like that. Taking care of yourself can be as simple as sitting on the couch and watching a show on Netflix. It really can. And when you realize that and that clicks in your brain, when you're doing those activities, you actually feel more rested because you're thinking, I'm taking care of myself right now. Instead of feeling guilty for sitting on the couch watching a show, you're reframing it in your brain to say, no, I'm pausing and I'm taking care of myself right now.
It's okay to do that, you guys. And also, I will say, if you are feeling guilty for taking a break for self-care, that is also actually leads to another part of self-care, which is self-reflection. So you might want to self-reflect why you're feeling guilty. Ask yourself, why am I feeling guilty? And there might be something there that's coming up that is permanent for you to do. So for example, maybe you really do need to get those dishes done first because it's nagging at you and you're feeling guilty. So go do the dishes, put a timer on. We talk about time blocks. It all circles together, you guys. So go do that and then go sit your butt down and watch your show, okay? And stop feeling guilty.
Yeah.
This is coming from a pro people pleaser here right now, okay?
So we hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to check out our friend Vanessa White. We will make sure and link her YouTube channel below and also her Instagram, because you guys, seriously, you need to go follow her over there as well, because every time I scroll her Instagram, I get so hungry. She makes the best stuff. If you are not following us on Instagram, we'd love to have you come join our hood. Our Instagram handle, I will stick it right here. It's at 2moms_same-hood.
Yeah, and we're so glad to be back, you guys. We've missed this so much. We felt a little rusty, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we had a lot of outtakes. We hope that you guys are staying safe and healthy, and we will see you in our next video. Bye. Okay, we got this. I knew this was gonna be hard.
Oh yeah.
My palms are all sweaty. Look at this.
Okay. Deep breath. All right.
Today's video is exciting because we are collaborating.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty.